Before I review this movie, I'm gonna say two things. One, a warning for the parents: do not ever take the kids to see this movie. It is an animated film, but it's an adult animated film. So do not take your kids. There's a lot of crude humor. And yeah, and some people think I look too young to see this movie. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm not to be rude, but I'm actually 15 years old. I'm actually old enough to see this movie because the rating systems are really different. Because, like, in America, there's, like, just R ratings, but this one's just, like, MA 15 plus and there's R 18 plus. And I'm 15. This movie's MA in Australia. So that's that. So, let's review this movie. Sausage Party is an adult animated comedy film made by Seth Rogen and Goldberg. What this movie is about is the foods include Frank, the sausage played by Seth Rogen. The dream is to go to the great beyond where people just picked him up and take him to a worship place. It's kind of like the food version of heaven. But when they get to the house, they found out the great beyond is actually a lie. Instead, it's a beautiful place. People just eats them and just rips them and stuff and all that stuff. So Frank has to just go to supermarkets and just tell every single food it's all lie, and he has to save all the foods from the humans. This movie, I was super excited. I'm actually really serious. The trailers, I was just like, this trailer lives up my expectations. This movie looks freaking hilarious. This movie looks so creative, and Seth Rogen and Goldberg might did a great job creating this movie, and I actually did love those people. I loved all the movies, like Pineapple Express, This Is the End, The Night Before. All those movies were just hilarious, and I love Seth Rogen as an actor. I love his movies. He is the new Adam Sandler. He is so hilarious, and I loved him. So this movie, I was super excited. I went in the theater. I don't care what the other reviews said. Some reviews hated it, some people liked it. So I went in, and I was speechless after I seen this movie. This movie was one of the best comedies I've seen all year, but I mean that it's a really good film. I loved all the characters in the film, like Seth Rogen as Frank was super funny in this movie. This movie has a lot of big casts. There's James Franco, there's Christian Wiig, there's all those characters. They're just really memorable, and I loved them, and they're funny as well. This movie was really hilarious. I enjoyed every single part of this movie. Like every time they said a swear word as a joke, it just made me laugh, and made me laugh so hard, like really freaking hard. It's really great. The animation was also fantastic in this film. I actually really loved the animation. I wish this movie was released in 3D. That would be hysterically awesome, but they didn't. But it's okay, because 2D versions are fine in this movie, and it matches well in this movie. And the villain in this movie, I'm not going to spoil who the villain is, but it's got to do with the name Douche. And he is funny as hell. Now, the negatives of this movie, I'm going to say, the start of the movie when they're getting the foods there, the first half of the movie is, like, telling, like, what do we do, what's happening, why food are dying. It's a little slow to get to the part when they're eating the food, and there's some characters I forgot about after those scenes. You know what I mean when you watch this movie. You know what I mean by that. And there's too much freaking F-bombs. There's too much. I'm not gonna say it. Just, you know what I mean. There's too much of those, and I don't want to say it because I'm not a rude person. Okay, I'm not really rude. Okay, yeah. Stop saying yeah. Oh my God's sake! I just love this movie. At the end, I actually really love this movie. This movie was a really great comedy movie, and I think the ending was the weirdest ending I've ever seen. Like, when you see the ending, you just feel so embarrassed. You're in the theater with everyone else, like I was. I was just like, I don't know what to rate this movie. This is like the hardest ratings I ever got. I love this movie. I would either give it an A- or a B+. There are negatives, and I said the negatives, so you know what? I have to give it. So I have to give Sausage Party a B+. I still love this movie. I probably put it in my top 10 favorite movies of 2016, because this movie is probably the only comedy that I just killed myself laughing. So other comedies just failed miserably, but this movie was just funny. So Deadpool and this are the best comedies I've seen all year. So guys, have you seen Sausage Party? What do you think of that movie? Comment below, let me know what you think, and make sure to subscribe to my movie reviewing, and have a nice day. I'm gonna go eat some food now. Come here, you honey sauce chips!
No!